This is my chicken coop. As you can see, there's chickens, and this is their roost. They got the window right there. This is their roost, where they like to sit when they stand on that. It helps keep them warm. But as you can see, there isn't much of a place for them to eat when they're standing on the roost, other than maybe sprinkle some feed up on the windowsill there, or right here, or right in there. But it's not very comfortable for them to bend over and eat from here like this. It's more comfortable for them to eat off the windowsill, but then there's not enough space for all my chickens to be eating from the windowsill. So I'm going to make a little stand that'll go right here for the chickens to eat off of while sitting on the roost. Okay, this is my design. So this here is the board that the chickens roost on. This is where they stand. And my idea is that, or my first idea was that there's going to be a little groove that comes up like this and clamps down onto the board right here, where they stand. And then off of that, there will be an attachment that I'll nail to the part that connects to the board, and that will be their tray where I can put their feet on. Here's another drawing of that, where this is their roost, that here, where they sit, and then there's this board that clamps down onto that, or it'll just fit in there, holding this up, and this will be where I put their feed, and they'll eat out of that. But then I got an idea where I don't need this entire thing right here, where it can just clip into place. I can just screw this contraption right here right onto their roost. So I'm going to do that. It's just a chicken feeder, so I mean, doesn't have to be that fancy. Oh geez, those are not the same at all. Okay, maybe it does have to be a little bit nicer. I'll just trim this one up a bit. Actually, I get through pretty fast, but there we go, about the same. I would be using my power tools, power saw like a chop saw, doing pretty good work with this, but they're trapped in the cellar, our basement right now, and the door to get in is all covered in snow, so I don't want to dig my way through there. So we're using a hacksaw, and it worked fine. It wasn't that bad. Okay, so now I'm gonna attach this to here. Attach these like that. So I'm not going to use screws for this because it's just a little chicken coop. So now I'm going to take this, line it up. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do this. I think I'll go inside this. Okay. Perfect. I just nail the nail in, twist her over, get her in there a little bit more. Alright, perfect. Now I gotta attach parts off of this that go out. Get some measurements real quick, see how far I need it to stick out. So we got 3 inches of space for this to be underneath the roost, the board that the chickens sit on. So 3 inches. 3 inches. Oh no, 3.5. Sorry, it was 3.5. And then it was 4 3/4 inches that I wanted it to stick out. So plus 4 3/4. So that'd be right about there. So that's where I'll cut them both. So that's 7 3/4 inches. Let's hack away with the hacksaw. Alright, now I'll do it again. Boom. There. Make a little mark. Ta-da! Perfect. That's scrap. Now, I'm going to connect this here like that. I am going to be nailing into the grain of this wood, which isn't going to be that good for the wood, but it should be fine because it's just a chicken feeder. It's not going to, and it's just a little nail, so should be fine just doing that anyways. Let me get the nail going in there. Alright. Make a little mark. Oops, too far. Oh, I did split the wood there on right in there, but I mean, it should be strong enough to hold because it is just a chicken feeder. So I think we're still all right. Let me just add there. Not trying to be perfect because, like I've said before, it's just a chicken feeder. So. There we go. And now I'm going to actually use screws when I attach this. Not nails, but I'm going to screw up into a board that's going to be right here, and that's the roost that the chickens sit on. And I'm going to sprinkle feed all over this. But first, before I do that, I'm going to add like a little lip on the sides here so the feed doesn't fall off when I peck at it. Alright, after a minute of digging around in the scrap pile, I found this piece, this little clipping. I'm going to add this like this on that side, right there, so the feed doesn't fall off this way, and then I'm going to add another chunk right here. But I'm going to have to grab another piece of this stuff because it's not long enough for both. So let me just make a little mark, measure how long I need. Can't pick up the pencil. There we go. About there. I'm just going to make a couple. Ta-da! Now, if I do it like that, I could just use a stapler, but I'm going to have it up like this. I don't know if I have like a tack or something thin enough that I won't break this, but I could just glue it. But it's too cold for glue, so I think I'm gonna do this and use a staple gun. I'll be back with a staple gun. Okay, I got the staple gun. Now I'm just gonna line her up and staple her down. Oh wait, are these staples long enough to even to do it so I can? Where'd they go? Oh, fell. And no, they're not long enough. I'm gonna have to do this a long ways, or I can cut the board in half. I think I'm gonna cut this little piece, this strip in half. So then I just need that one piece. Put the staples back in the staple gun. And how am I gonna cut this? I think I'll use my multi-tool. The cheap knife that's attached to this. And let's see here. Dang it. I only got halfway down and it broke. I can still use it. It's just being multiple pieces. You know what? I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna find a different thing to use. See if this will work now. I think I'm just gonna put one of these pieces on the back because I don't know if I'll just leave it open in the front here where the chickens would eat. And so they don't have to get their beaks around it and stuff. So I'll see if the staple gun will work with this, but I don't know about this. It might not work. Nope, staples aren't big enough. Not strong enough either. Oh well. What else can I do? I can try nailing it down. Yeah, I'll try that. Let me get these staples out of here. Alright, I'm gonna try nailing it now. So, this. Grab myself a nail. Alright. Nails are a little big, but shouldn't be that much of a problem. I'm gonna try hitting it with this on the edge, so that might not work, but I'm gonna try it. Hey, look at that. It worked. It worked. Not often when that happens. Does not happen very often. Okay. One nail is on. I'll just put one more back here. I need a nail. Okay. So I'm gonna start off with just going into this. This is gonna be very awkward. But I'll see if I can use a hole already existing in the wood. Alright. It's coming together. Here we go. It worked. It worked. I just got these nail ends sticking out the back here, so I'll just bend them down. So a chicken doesn't hurt them. So done. Now I just have to screw this to the chicken coop, and we're good. Hopefully it works. Hopefully. Now I just gotta screw it down to the board, in the chicken coop where their chickens roost. And then we'll be done. Let me go get some screws. Alright, now let's go drill her to the chicken coop roost. Okay, we're in the chicken coop. Now we're gonna screw this on right like that. Actually, might do it the other way around. Do it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. Alright, this is gonna be kind of weird holding this like this, but I've already pre-drilled the screws into the feeder. So all I have to do is just finish her off. I gotta line it up. Just hold it like this. As you can see there, it's on there nicely, screwed in. As you can see, chicken coop's kind of messy, but I need to clean it. And now I just need to sprinkle feed right up on in here, and they can just eat out of it. There we go. I'll show you them eating out of it in just a second. I haven't gotten any video of the chickens eating out of the homemade feeder, but this chicken's hanging out by it, occasionally eating out of it and eating from there. And I think we got a broody chicken here sitting on a cluster of eggs, so we might have some baby chicks in the spring. Yeah, that's new. So all in all, I would say that the homemade chicken feeder is a success. All right, like and subscribe.